Welcome back to our podcast, Learning Without Limits. Today we're happy to host Katie Siegel from Columbia Public Schools with us.
Katie, can you tell us a little bit about your position here at Columbia Public Schools?
Absolutely. So this is the second year for this position at Columbia Public Schools. This was a brand new position that I walked into as Director of Workforce Development. So working as a district administrator, as the Director of Workforce Development K-12, I work with career awareness and exposure from K to 12. Looks a little different at every grade level and the different things that we're doing across the district to increase career awareness and workforce development.
Awesome.
So what type of real-world learning opportunities do your students have?
Well, for example, we just had a construction company, PCE Construction, here in Columbia that came into our preschools, and they read them a book about working in the construction industry. They had hard hats for them. They actually brought little baby hammers, and they hammered little pieces of wood with nails, and they learned about the construction industry. So I think it's just really a great opportunity to be able to introduce those career awarenesses throughout grades K through 12 and infuse it into our curriculum and bringing in industry partners and creating awareness about really, truly all the employment opportunities that are available within our community. By middle school, we have some amazing career fairs going on where kids are taking career cluster inventories with Missouri Connections and then choosing which presenters they would like to listen to for the day. Recently at Gentry Middle School, the kids got to pick 3 people that they heard from. So they traveled around that morning, and those 3 professionals were talked to about not only presenting, but doing some real interactive opportunities with the students to expose them to that type of a career. They're doing it today, actually, at Oakland Middle School, too. So we hope to roll that out across the district for all of our middle school students. And then in 8th grade, they're going to take that career cluster inventory again, because as freshmen, they will move into a career experience that we are launching September 24th in partnership with the Columbia Chamber of Commerce called WOW, Worlds of Work. So there'll be 5 different worlds that they travel to that are prominent industries here in the community. And it is not so much about the business when traveling to these worlds. It is truly about the industry, and it's all hands-on. So it's not like your typical career fair. They won't be sitting at a table and handing out swag and engaging with the students. They'll be doing real life hands-on opportunities. So, for example, there's a birthing simulator with a calf being born. They're going to change tires. They're going to get to see the bomb squad trucks and different things from the city utilities. So it's an experience that, again, is exposing them to the world of careers that are right here in our community. And that's as freshmen. At junior level, we expose them to the Business in Motion conference in partnership also with the Chamber of Commerce, but also the MU Healthcare Expo with MU Healthcare. And all of our juniors go to that, and they learn about the careers across the healthcare field at MU Healthcare, but not just the healthcare field, because MU Healthcare is like its own city. So every department that's represented at the university hospital systems comes to this expo. This is, I believe, will be its 4th year. It's an amazing event. Dr. Nikki Carter with MU Health has put that together and has school districts coming from Kansas City and St. Louis to this amazing opportunity. And it's all hands-on. So the kids, again, are immersed in that hands-on, real-world learning opportunity. And then by the time they're juniors and seniors, we're really looking for that internship opportunity. We want them in the community. We want them partnered with industries and mentors to have real-world learning experiences in the community. We also participate in the Department of Labor's Registered Youth Apprenticeship Program. So I have said a lot, but those are just a few of the things that we do to expose our kids K-12 to real-world learning opportunities.
That sounds amazing for those students. What do you feel like, or maybe you've talked to students, is the biggest benefit that they receive from these experiences here?
And speaking with some of our older students yesterday about internships, it was the light bulb that did or didn't come on. And appreciating that the light bulb didn't come on just as much as it did when they were in that immersive real-world learning experience. I really thought my whole life I was going to be in the medical field, and then they have an internship or a job shadowing experience at Boone Hospital or MU Healthcare and learn quickly, I might pass out if I see that type of exposure. And so learning that firsthand and getting those opportunities to say, this is something that I'm really interested in, or I job shadowed and I don't really think that's something I'm interested in. So I think it's that aha moment where it allows them to verify their interest in careers and or learn that it's not for them, and we can help them make other choices. Yeah.
Great.
So if there are teachers in other districts that want to start getting into some of the career and real world learning experiences for students, we talk a lot about starting small. What's some advice that you could give them?
Sure. So although this is my second year in this position as workforce development, I previously was the transition coordinator for special services here at Columbia Public Schools and was tasked to build work-based learning curriculum and work-based learning programs for individuals with disabilities. So that's really where I began in the community. And I will talk to districts around the state as a transition liaison for DESE and say, you just have to find a couple partners. You have to find a couple people who are willing to let you come and do volunteer work-based learning, or that will come into your classroom maybe to start with, and really establish those community partnerships. And a lot of the times it's harder for rural schools that are out and then are not in a big community like Columbia. And I say, do you have a grocery store? Do you have a nursing home? The generational learning and work skills that can be learned in a nursing home are amazing. So what do you have in your community, and how can you build a connection with that partner to create real world learning opportunities for your students, and start small? When I first signed we do a memorandum of understanding with our partners. And when I signed our first one, I was like, this is so exciting. And now to be 80 plus partners in across the community, it's just phenomenal the support you receive. And word of mouth. I mean, do your parents have, these students that are going out into the community have parents or individuals or guardians at home that are like, well, why aren't we doing that? So it's just kind of snowballed into we want to participate to be a part of that learning. So building those partnerships is really where you want to start. But I don't want to forget the important key component of your district leadership support. So I am supported 1,010% in this district by not only our cabinet members, our board members, our executive directors, our directors across the board, and our curriculum coordinators have been very supportive and just helping us navigate this. How do we infuse this into our existing curriculum, and how do we enhance the career awareness and exposure for real world learning? So without that district support, it's going to be hard. So once you get your district support and your school board on board, and then you can start to find some partners in the community to help you create these experiences.
So kind of speaking to that, if I was a teacher in my district and I knew I wasn't going to completely change the whole district, could I, as a teacher, go out and try to maybe find some of those partnerships to kind of get the ball rolling and bring some of those opportunities in for students?
Sure, absolutely. I think it goes back to the example I gave about the preschool exposure. Always making sure that it's okay to bring somebody else into your classroom with your district leadership, of course, and to navigate that. Do you need an agreement? But after that, bringing that individual into your classroom and having them talk about their career and letting them wear the little plastic hard hats and hammer the little nails. It was such an amazing experience, and they had so much fun. And they did it at one preschool with the teacher, and now it's like, can they come to my classroom? Can we do that too? What can they do for kindergarten? What can they do for first grade? So I feel as though, yes, it can take teacher initiative, and and they just got to find the right partner with the district support to come in and expose their kids.
Okay.
So what type of future do you see for real world learning? Not just at CPS, but just in schools in general. What type of future do you envision?
I believe the best is yet to come for workforce development as a whole, and especially here in Columbia.
Thank you for your time today, Katie.
Thank you. I appreciate it, ladies.